but no, I'm keeping that motor because the motor is very, very rare. He goes, I know. He goes, you know what that motor's worth right now? He said, that motor's going for $55,000. I go, no way. He goes, yeah. He goes, a lot of racers use them. And he said that was a specially built motor. He said Pontiac only made 62 of them. And I go, well, my dad got one of them. I said, that was the one that got away from the factory. And he goes, I'll give you whatever you ask. I go, no, it's not for sale, eh? I said, what are you going to put? He said, well, I got 400 in here on the stands. And he showed me pictures. So he's going to put it all back. He's got it completely tore down. He had the frame powder coated and everything. He said, the only thing that's not going to be original, I'm putting Willwood 4-wheel disc brakes all the way around it. And he goes, that was a fast car. I go, yeah, that was a fast car. I said, I scared a buddy of mine one time. And I said, if you look at the dash, I said, there's an Indian imprint in the dash right there. And he goes, yeah. He said, I wonder how I got there. I said, he squeezed it so tight, he squeezed that metal till I scared him to death. I said, still to this day, he wouldn't ride across the street to the gas station with me. He walked, he jumped out of that car and walked 4 miles back to the post when I told him what happened.
Well, real good meeting both of you.
This is just gorgeous.
It's a nice old car, that's for sure.
Wow.
I
I bet
drive
you had
it
a lot of
all day.
offers on it, didn't you?
I'm sorry?
I bet you had a lot of offers on it.
Oh, yeah. I drive it every day if the weather's nice.
They don't build them like that anymore.
And people say, why do you drive that old car? I said, why not? Well, most people just let them sit in the garage and put them in parades. I said,
Yeah.
that's the problem.
Yeah.
I said, you gotta drive these old cars or they go bad.
Yeah.
That little blue car that you saw in there,
Yeah.
that's an extremely rare Vespa car. You
Ooh.
know, Vespa made motor scooters, but for 2.5 years they made a
I
car.
didn't know they made cars.
And,
I know they made the scooters.
I'm the only person ever, oh, that's not true. I'm one of the 8 people to drive a micro car from Santa Monica, California, all the way to downtown Chicago. on Route 6.
Really? How long did it take you?
We did it 12 days, but we only drove 10 of those 12.
Okay.
But I'll tell you what, do you ever go to YouTube on the internet?
Yeah.
Okay, we are on YouTube, you can see all the cars.
Okay.
2 of them were shipped in a container from Germany. And their owners flew in from Germany to join us, and, but yeah, let me find.
Yeah, you have to drive. I got a 1980 Corvette when I re-enlisted in the military. My wife bought it for me.
Oh,
In order for guys to stay in the 55 Alpha unit, they were losing them because they couldn't get promoted. So they upped the re-enlistment bonus to $55,000. They gave me
Oh my God.
$32,000 cash, and then each year over my anniversary date that I re-enlisted, they gave me the rest of it until my anniversary. I lived 5 years, got 55. She bought me that Corvette, and I told her, look, we got a family and a house, a mortgage. There's no way. When I come back, we went down to Panama to train the Honduran soldiers. They was fighting in Nicaragua back in the 80s, the mid-80s. So when I come home, she goes, I got something for you. And I go, what? And she goes, well, I did a couple of things with the money. I said, well, what's that? She said, I paid the house off, and she bought her a Pontiac station wagon. I think it was a Grand Safari or something like that. And I said, so what did you do with the rest of the cash? I hope you put it in savings. She goes, well, I put some there. And I go, so what did you do with the rest of the money? She goes, go out to the garage. And I go, okay, she done bought something for the garage. So I go out there, she pulled the cover off, and there's that 1980 Corvette. I'm like, whose is this? She goes, that's yours, Gundy. And I go, what? She goes, I bought it. And I go, where'd you get it? She goes, I bought it from a dealership up in Schenectady, New York. They had 5 of them. The dealer kept one. One went to a guy from Indianapolis, and one went to Dover, Delaware, some guy in the Air Force, and this one here. And well, it's set for, I finally put it on the road a couple years ago. It's set for so long, but you're right, you gotta drive on the old cars.
Yeah.
My daughter's talking to put it back on the road.
That
It's got
car,
26,000 miles on it.
5 years ago, I was sitting at a stoplight, and a kid driving a Ford Excursion, texting, hit me really hard in the back end.
Wow.
It hit me so hard, it broke my seat off that I was sitting in. I bit my tongue halfway through, couldn't talk for 6 months. And, but anyway, and that car is so rare, you can't find parts on it. I had to fix everything. Took me hundreds of hours.
Oh, I
I
bet.
finally got it done and painted it, and, but then when I tried to drive it, the brakes didn't work. All 4 wheel cylinders froze up. Just go to YouTube and type in World Microcar Event in Chicago.
Okay.
And
Alrighty.
a television station came there and photographed and interviewed my brother and I. And this was a I did a restoration of, on a rotisserie with this car. You ever
This
see
is
a car on a rotisserie?
Yeah.
And boy, that is the way